go. Oops. First waypoint, go. Now, is there anything that shows? Yes, so we can see a texture change there. And in theory, oh, I would have to turn the grass back on. Now you can see that that ground needs rolled. I'm not sure if I can roll it. We could look into that, I guess. Turn off the grass, turn that off. I think I've blown it. Let's send the worker home and try this again. Clear the course. Create a new course. Number of headlands. Let's do 4. And figure out where the blue's going to start. So, yeah, we start a little bit further into the field. Problem is this piece of equipment is so narrow that unless I do a lot of headlands, even with this small tractor, I don't have enough room to just turn around here. So we'll let him go down there. Doing the forward and backward thing. That's good. Now this is going to take this guy. Oh, 2 hours. Awesome. We can get back in this and keep on trucking. It doesn't show yield because I'm not cutting it, I'm just picking it up. Such is life. And it also means I don't have to drive as far to get back to the yard. I now have the new exit. I missed some. No, I didn't miss some. That's the corner. Looks like the big M's nearly done again. Cameo, good morning. Welcome to Saturday stream. Still goodly time in the morning. So, we'll probably end up with all of the mowing done today. And I am going to need to work my socks off camera to get all of it collected. Of course, the question is, should I really do that? Because it's due to rain overnight, so you really don't want the grass sitting in the field when it's raining. But then again, you probably don't want to sit in the clamp while it's raining either. I don't think we got an easy way out of that. Anyway. Okay, let's put that down and see what we can pick up. I'll try and get some of these corners. I think I'm not going to be able to do a very good job of it in one pass. But still. I'm happy with the amount of stuff we're actually picking up now. Oh, now I did get an email from
Bailey.
British retailer Rail of Sheffield this week that says they've purchased Hatton's business. They're not going to open Hatton's store again. They are Rails of Sheffield, but they've purchased the data elements of Hatton's business. So Hatton's old website, which was excellent for information, release dates, all of the things, and had a history of models that had been available over the years. They've bought that. They've bought the mailing list, which it's something that who was it? Barnes and Noble did when Borders went bust. They bought the mailing list, so basically we can add all the people who used to shop at Borders and never shopped with us to their list. And if you're on both of their lists, you get 2 emails, at least for a time. But I'm happy to see they've picked up the website because the database was awesome. One of the main reasons I used to use Hatton's in favour of any other site, because their search facilities were just unmatched. So, there's also some questions obviously still remaining about whether who if anybody is going to pick up Hatton's manufacturing. Hatton's were a small-scale manufacturer of generally of stuff that other bigger manufacturers didn't produce, and they bought out a series of sort of 1890s to 1920s coaches in various liveries. And they were just generics. They weren't specific to any one railroad company. They just different colours to represent. And they bought out one. Their first batch was, I think, 6 company colours. Their second batch was going to be another 6, I believe. But they closed down before the second batch came out. So Rails of Sheffield did actually buy the second batch production run, and I think the thing with that was it was already being manufactured, so it wasn't like anybody had to invest much of anything. What they really needed to do was just, we'll buy what's being manufactured and then we can sell it. Much like they do with everything else that they sell. But I think that there was supposed to be a 3rd batch and possibly a 4th batch, but there's been no word if anybody is picking those up, which is unfortunate. But I think the thing was the manufacturer had already been paid to produce. But somebody need to be compensated for the actual production run. that's all going on.
You need it, that's right.
I just woke up.
You didn't just wake up.
He just woke up 3 hours ago.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was like yesterday. Oh, the mower's finished. Yay. So I think at this stage I'm not going to race the mower on to the next job. Obviously I need to collect all the grass on this field and on the field it's just finished before tonight, and it's now 11:30 game time, so we've kind of been working our way into this. I've probably got sufficient time to pick up what's on the ground, but not necessarily any more than that. Plus, rain expected this evening, so possibly no time for that either. Still. $32,000 already. We do have one more headland. Unfortunately, don't think I'm going to make that. Oh, maybe I will. The wonders of four-wheel steering. Definitely seeing some texture change in that field where the subsoiling is going on. Let's just run a row. Thing is we have to start thinking about getting back to the yard because we're 77% full. Then, what is the time? Been streaming 2 hours 22 minutes. I'll probably push us maybe another half hour, maybe not. See how much of this field I can get collected, because we're now getting into the rows, which probably 50% of what we need to do. So if we can get this positioned in that valley there. Almost up to 400,000 litres. This is going well. Okay, that may have messed things up a little bit, but still. I need to remember that we don't want to push it too badly there, because if I stack it up too high, it creates unwieldy divots in the level. And then it just gets difficult to roll. Yeah, the unfortunate thing with the farm stick is it's on its delivery is, I think, 7 business days. So whenever the order goes in, it's still going to be over a week before I get it. So won't be playing with it next weekend. Just going to have to put up with the annoying, what is it? Cytec side panel issues, but there is a light in the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train. Alrighty, is this corner somewhat tidied? We'll run up to the end. I'll do that final headland past the woodland to our right. Clean up the bottom corner, clean up this area down here. And then for the most part we'll be looking at just doing the rows. Which is fine. May just push us all the way up to the end here. Alrighty. Okay, you're done. The pickup would be able to go a little bit faster. Okay, so a little bit in that corner on the left there. The tractor should have more than enough horsepower to get through there. Tidy all the rest of this up. Find out here. Run, Bambi, run. Alrighty. I'm gonna make this turn. I am. Maybe. Maybe I'll miss a bit. Oh. Well, that wasn't too bad, I guess. Copyright hit there, possibly. Okay, we are. This corner's almost cleared up. As I said, may miss some of this. I mean, obviously every little bit helps, but sometimes you just... It's not going to work. Oh, long hauler, good morning. Hang on a second. Okay, we're back. The copyright strike has been dealt with. Potential copyright strike has been dealt with. Yeah, Mrs. Ose has had issues with her PC. Actually, her PC went completely kaput a month ago, which was rather unfortunate expense that we weren't expecting. Her USB bus on the motherboard failed. So keyboard not found, mouse not found, all the other things plugged into the USB bus not found.
I needed a dress.
Which was a little bit of a problem. So she got a brand new PC, not heavy duty gaming PC, but just better than mine. So yeah, mine is still soldering on, but I do need to replace it at some point. Just because it probably needs to be. I get annoyed when PCs break. Because you get a new one, or you fix the one you have, and it's just not the same. You have to reset all of your standard things and defaults and everything else, and oh, how did I make it do that 3 years ago when I last set it up? It's like my work PC that blew up a couple of years ago, and it was just they gave me a new one, and there's still stuff on it that's not right. I'm not comfortable. It used to work this way, and I can't remember how I made it work that way 5 years ago. Yeah, I think the big thing about pricing parts, depends on the processor you get, but I don't know that you need the biggest and bestest most of the time. I'm currently running an old 8th generation i7. Good enough for everything I play at the moment, but might not be good enough. I don't know. I don't know what Giants are planning for their next iteration of Farming Simulator and what that's going to. SSDs, 2 terabytes is big, and yes, I've got 1 terabyte SSD, and that's kind of adequate, but getting a 2 terabyte is better than getting 2 1 terabytes. Oops, that was completely the wrong button. Sorry. Let's back up. But yeah, memory's expensive. I think right now graphics cards are scary. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at downgrading from an i7 to an i5. I think an i5 is perfectly adequate for what I need. Graphics is pricey. Memory is pricey. And these days you do want 32. You don't want 16. But the 16 I already have is no use to me. See, if I wanted to do it cheap, I could. I've got DDR4 RAM, and I've got access to 32 gigabytes of it. But yeah, really looking at DDR5 now. Although maybe I don't need to go that severe. I could just say, well, get me a motherboard, get me a new processor, because my motherboard will not support anything, I think a 9th generation Intel